BikeBlogger here. I gotta cut some pipe. I'm gonna use this pipe to install a fork crown race. I don't have a proper work table, so we're gonna use some paint cans. Alright, so here's my crown race. It's a Ritchie. I believe it's a 5240 crown race. Some people call them centering cones. I need to install it on the fork. So here's how I plan on installing the crown race. I have a 1.5 inch PVC pipe with an end cap and a rubber mallet. Gotta open up the packaging for the crown race here. Go. So here's the crown race, very simple. Don't need any grease or anything. We just install it press fit on the fork here. The smooth flat side goes down, and so the curved side kind of points up. So the flat side goes down. See this slide on there? It'll only go so far, and then it needs to be pressed into place. That's where we use the pipe. Slide the pipe on. As you can see, let me turn the pipe around. So as you can see, the pipe lines up with the crown race there. Now when you install with the pipe and you're smacking it down, just hold the fork above the floor. Do not rest the fork on anything when you're hitting it with the hammer on the top here, because you could damage the bottom of the fork. I have just realized this pipe is way too long, so I'm going to need to cut down the pipe, so I'll be right back. Alright, that was a very rough cut. Fortunately, this side's still smooth, because I used the proper tool rather than a hacksaw over here. So I'm going to just put the end cap on this end instead, and I'll still have a long enough pipe to install the crown race. Okay, so I've cut the pipe down. It's just long enough, not too long, not too short. So here's our fork. We'll install the crown race on here, flat side down again. Now that I have the proper tool, or the cheap homemade tool to install this, let's make sure it's on at least somewhat straight before we start hitting it. Okay. Here's our homemade tool. Slide it on. Just like that. And our mallet. And we're just going to whack it onto place here. So here we go. Hold it straight like this. Slowly but surely we're getting it on there. If you use a metal head hammer, like a regular hammer, you'll get a lot more shock force and you'll get something on a lot faster. But in this case, since I'm using a PVC pipe, I'm using a rubber mallet. Alright, let's take a look at the final product. Slip this off. And there you go. I was wondering if it's going to be all cracked and broken up, but it looks like it is on there smoothly. The PVC pipe was probably a good choice. Nothing is marred or really scratched or anything. So it looks good. So now we got our crown race installed onto our carbon fork. Probably not a bad idea to still look over it real closely and make sure you didn't damage anything, but it looked like it worked. So thanks for watching. I hope to be back on the bike soon. We'll see you next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have other videos about this fork. I unpacked this fork in a recent video. I also have a video about describing why I bought this fork, and I have a video on headsets on how to install a fork, so check them out.